Hello friends, welcome back to that 1870s homestead. My name's Rachel.
I'm Todd.
We're back at it in the garden.
She suckered me out here one more time.
Really?
No, I'm kidding.
He came out before I did. I'm like, I guess it took me 5 days to recover from the last time. But we're putting the garden to bed. We had a little bit more tilling to do. I'm going to bring to you guys today just adding amendments to the garden and trying to get a lot of it put to sleep. I doubt we're going to finish yet again today, but we'll see how far we get.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
One of the things that I would like to accomplish today, if we can, is get all the compost out of the yard and into the garden.
Okay.
Because the longer it sits there, the harder it's going to be to get it all back.
Yes. Sounds good. I think that's accomplishable.
Okay,
and now I'm going to be wood chipping some paths. We got a big, huge pile of wood chips we've been working on. So we'll see you guys as we get even more dirty than we already are today. I had just enough cardboard to mulch in between the raised beds, so laid cardboard down like 2 layers thick, so not opening a box, basically just collapsing it and overlaying them where the seams are so that there's no gap for potential weeds to grow. And then I put the mulch on about 6 inches thick, and that should do it for next year to keep the weeds at bay in those pathways. I still have, let me turn you guys around. You guys see that big pile of wood chips back there? Plenty to do the rest of the pathways, but I'm gonna wait until I have cardboard from after Christmas. I save all my cardboard always for stuff like this. So that mulch pile will stay there until ready. Todd has been spreading all the compost, dumping it in tractor buckets and then shoveling it out a couple inches, 2-3 inches thick. And then we had discussed, so this is all new to us, we've never done exactly this process before, where we're tilling the beds. And if you missed that video, why we just recently posted that video, we thought we would till it in today, but I said, better yet, let's just mulch it with our leaves. So that's what we're going to do next, I think. And then we will come back in the spring and mulch it. So here's where I ask you guys. I have the option to really rethink and do things a little bit differently in the garden. So I want to hear all your ideas. I know one of the things that we're heavily considering is the heavy-duty landscape fabric where you burn the holes in it. I've shied away from that, and honestly, it's never exactly interested me before because I do or have in the past leaned heavily to high intensity gardening, that would be a lot of holes. But I thought maybe I could repurpose my raised beds for the things that I do high intensity planting and the things that need the space, like the corn and the peppers and the tomato plants, potatoes, the things that you plant 1 or 2 per square foot, I could use the in-ground beds for and do the landscape fabric. So that's where I'm leaning. But I'm open to ideas right now. I'm going to spend the next couple months really planning this out and doing some garden designs in my head on, can I still fit everything I want to fit if I go with landscape fabric? But yeah, I'm really open to ideas, what's worked for you, what hasn't worked for you. And if you've used landscape fabric before and one's been better than another, definitely leave your recommendations down below. But yeah, we're getting close. It's beautiful. Let me show you the compost on the ground. So isn't it looking great? That's some beautiful looking compost. Let me bring it up and show you guys. It's nice. You can see all the mycorrhiza in it and all the little fungus little bits and pieces. And I think it's basically barn clean out that the gentleman would age and compost in. Let me show you some things that I've been, a few things that I've been dealing with in my garden are last year the strawberries got out of control. So this is a strawberry root, tons of them all over. So what I did to prep these beds, besides just tilling, is I went and dug up the majority of perennial weeds, pulling them out by the roots. So this is like mallow or creeping Charlie a ton in my garden. So getting those up to the surface, letting them dry out, pulling them, going through with my garden weasel, getting those out. And I think I'm still not, like, my heart's fluttering a little bit about this whole process because it's outside of my comfort zone, but hopefully the rewards pay off.
Do you feel set up for success?
Not yet.
Not yet?
I feel like dirt's prepped. That's all I feel. Because honestly, there's a lot more work to do to make sure that I still am not battling weeds.
Yeah.
But I definitely feel set up for resting for winter. How about that? So
You still have leaves to go, right?
Yeah,
That's the final step.
Leaves, and we have tons. We haven't harvested anything off the property yet, so plenty to do. I think that I doubt we'll bring you that video, but you can envision it. It's just dumping leaves on top of the dirt.
We have one of those like lawn sweepers that you pull behind your
Yep.
lawnmower or four-wheeler. Sweep them all up, bring them over here, dump them in.
Yep. And I usually try to go, as deep as I can get them. I don't worry about being too deep. If anything, I worry about not having enough. And so if I have a foot of leaves, that's perfectly fine by me. And I think, like that we said, the plan will probably be till it all in the spring, except the raised beds, of course. We did get all the compost done, so we accomplished your goal. Even had enough for the raised beds, which I was happy about. I was worried that I wouldn't have enough for the raised beds. I did put my amendments down, so I did bone meal, rock phosphate, azomite, and all the worm castings.
Oh, you did all of them?
Yep.
Nice.
And now the compost. So I think the beds are happy. I found something though. Hold on. I want to show you guys what I found.
Oh, it's like a archaeology dig, almost, in a way.
We've had better archaeology digs
We have,
here.
but
All right. This is all, well, not last year. The year before that, garlic planted to harvest. So 2021's garlic harvest. I left 2 bulbs behind. And I saw it last year, and it was growing in between my tomatoes, and I was like, I need to remember to get that out. And then the tomatoes got too big, and by the time you pull the tomatoes, the garlic died back and you forget about it. I saw it again this year, harvested all the scapes from it, and I was like, I got to get that out. Forgot about it again. And then Todd was about to till right there. I was like, oh, I saw it.
Yeah.
So we have tons of what I would consider like spring garlic. So you know, a garlic bulb would have grown, and it just keeps producing and producing young bulbs off of it every year. So we're gonna get in the house, wash these up, and then probably freeze dry them or something like that, and make our own garlic powder. And they smells lovely, delicious.
they're weird because like each one is only 1 clove.
Yep.
They're not like a clump.
Well, it would have started out that way, and it just keeps adding and adding and adding to it.
Like in the middle there
Yeah,
might be a clove,
right.
and then it just keeps adding to the outside.
Yeah.
Ah, nice. Cool.
So lots of garlic. I wish you guys could smell it. You had smell-o-vision. It smells lovely. But that was a fun find. And we found a couple of potatoes during the tilling process. Really nice ones, but they got chopped up.
By the tiller, yeah.
So thanks, guys, for coming with us back in the garden, getting it ready for spring. There's a bit more work to do. Like my seating area where I sit is still a carpet of creeping Charlie. We're thinking through ideas on how to solve that problem. But otherwise, I think we got the bulk of the heavy lift of all the weeds out of here. And that was a lot.
Good.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, you too. Thanks. All right. If you have any questions, comments, advice like I asked, leave it in the comments below, and we'll see you on the next video.
All right. See you guys.
Bye, guys.